What's going on, YouTube? In this episode, we're going to visit my buddy George's bee yard. He's going to show you how he raises queens. I'm going to get one of those queens, and we're going to make a nuke. Stay tuned. Be sure to click like and subscribe.
Pick you one.
That one? Got her.
Come on.
Yep, lost her. So is there a queen in this hive at all?
Down here.
Down here, and this is divided off?
There's two queen excluders. One here. This is a cell builder. So basically what goes on here is you got a queen right hive. You got a queen excluder keeping her from coming up here. And then you got a cloaking board. And then you got another queen excluder because here's an entrance to the top. And then what this real purpose is, right now I'm just banking these because they need to go in some hives, which we're going to do that Saturday. So Saturday, I'll set this up. What we're going to do is we'll break this all apart. I'll find the queen, right? Whatever frame she's on and the frame on each side of her, I'll just lift out and put in a 5-frame box that has no way in or out. Put her to the side, she's safe because I don't want to hurt this queen.
Right.
Then this thing gets tore apart, and what we'll do is take two frames of two grafting frames with 45 JBZ cups on them. Take another deep, put a bottom on it, set this on it, put my grafting frames in, a frame of pollen, find a frame of brood that has no eggs or larvae on it, lay it in there, get the nurse bee something to do. A frame of foundation, and then a frame of nectar on each side. Go through and shake all the bees through this queen excluder. I don't want no males and I don't want no queens. I'm looking for queen cells. I'm going to go through every frame. And I put the queen aside so I can do this without hurting anything. And then shake all them bees through this into a deep. In reality, all the things I said that were in here were really being a deep. Shake them through here. All the bees that are in here, and 15 frames of bees that are down here. Put this together, close this up, so this thing is just massive of nurse bees, just full. Most of your foragers are going to fly. So I've got two things going for me now. One, I got a queenless hive, right? Because the cloak board, they don't know this is down here now. Two, I got so many bees and no way to make a queen. So I got a swarming instinct. So the cells they're going to make are emergency cells because they don't have a queen. The next day, I'll come back, take my two frames out of here that I wanted them to polish and clean up because I've smeared pollen and honey all over them. And then I take them frames out. I've already picked the hive I want to graft from, transfer them larvae into them frames, bring it right back here, stick it down in here, and you should hear this thing. It's screaming for a queen because they don't have one. You put them in there within a minute, it's just as quiet as a mouse. They'll literally attack them too. And there'll be so much royal jelly in that cup, there'll be extra when that queen hatches out. That's how much will be in there. Come back in a couple of days, take a peek, see how many got accepted, in case I failed. And most of the time, though, I get about 80 out of the 90 that are accepted. And then 5 days later, 2 days later, you pull this board out and make it a queen right hive again. 5 days later, you come and pull them cells because after they've capped them off, I didn't really need the bees anymore. I got an incubator. That way they don't go around and start selecting, oh, well, we really don't need this many. We freaked out, you know, they'll take their time, so we don't want that. So they'll go in the incubator, and 10 days later they'll hatch out.
All right.
You'll have queens.
Awesome.
I let them hatch out in them queen cages, and then there you go, a queen.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, George. All that brood. It's packed. Oh my God, that's just solid. Okay. Finally getting them in the box here. Some ground bees. Alright, so I'm just going to go back through this nuke, make sure I didn't put the queen in here. I couldn't find her when I went through my hive. There she is, I just saw her. I've got her in here. There she goes. Alright. Gonna need to put her back. Alright, well there was 1 in 4 chance I would have pulled her out. Apparently I got lucky and pulled her out. Apparently I got lucky again and found her right away. So awesome. So I'm going to let these sit for an hour or two. They'll realize queen's gone, and then I'll throw the other queen in there, let her sit overnight. Now I'll release her in the morning. Alright, so it turns out I'm going to be leaving very early in the morning. Probably won't have time to let the queen out. So I'm going to have to let her out tonight. Go ahead and smoke them. That'll help mask her. Oops. They go falling off. Go ahead and pull her out. There she is. That's how you open it. Come on. Come on. There we go. There she goes. Dollop some honey on her. Just right back in without rolling her. Perfect. There we go. She's in there. Now I can leave this, come back. Hopefully, get out of the way. About 15 days and check on it. We'll see if she's laying by then.